Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is just fine. Welcome to my channel. Today we are checking out Daxe token, the first multi-chain certificate of deposit. So they are the first multi-chain certificate of deposit. That sounds already exciting. And they already have launched on BSC and will be launching on AVX next month and Pulse Chain whenever it comes out as well. So this will provide holders with the chance to take part in the early growth part of a coin like Hex that has done 10,000x in the last year and a half, which is really impressive. They also have spent a lot of time designing the economics of the project to favor long-term holders, and they already have 203 stackers in the last 48 hours of the launch, so that is just amazing. We can buy Daxe straight away. We can also stake it, and we can view some charts with this button there. So this is really important as well for the token to see how it is doing. As we can see, it has a positive raise over the 24 hours. We can see it has actually exploded quite nicely with the price, with the volume. So that is just amazing. And yeah, you can copy the Daxe token address right in here, but we will actually follow through. We have the staking part in here. I don't have a wallet connected, otherwise there would be a wallet address in here and my Daxe balance, but then we could just stake it. Just put the amount of stake tokens to stake right there and select when to end the stake as well. So that will just put and we can just withdraw it. Then it will probably be back automatically on your account as well. So projected payout, of course I don't have anything put yet, so we can either stake or get the Daxe. And yeah, we have all sorts of different information about our stacking as well. In here we have the initial stake and the current value, some instruction what it is actually. So the initial stake of the token selected, of course, and the current value is the initial value, initial amount plus cumulated base interest plus the accumulated long-term long interest and bonuses from other users early on stake as well. So that is just greater than end the stake. In here you just put the stake ID in and yeah, select end stake. We have some great FAQ area right in here. We can check out some of the nice questions people usually have. So when is Daxe going live? So it will be live on BSC on November 21st. So as we can see, it already have launched. We can check the roadmap for the timeline on the network as well. So we're going to do that. Yeah, what are the main advantages of Daxe? Well, first of all, allowing everyone that has missed the best value growth for Hex to have the opportunity to gain similar gains. Hex on Pulse will not give 10,000% returns because Hex has already appreciated so much, and also allow small players to participate. Small Hex purchases and small Hex stakes are priced out right now due to high transaction fees, and holders of the Daxe in early networks will be eligible for airdrops of the future networks too. What does Daxe really do? Well, is a store of value coin, and none of that fancy stuff like Ethereum or NFT or governance tokens. Yet Daxe is in the same camp as Bitcoin and Hex. They're both store of value, and the way Bitcoin gains value is through adoption. Same thing is with Hex, and the difference is that Bitcoin is a proof of work and Daxe is a proof of weight. This means that Daxe rewards go to those who promise to stake, or in other words, not sell, and it rewards them exponentially more as time increases as well. So this last bit is important because when you stake, you take coins out of circulation, and this contributes to the supply shock, in turn growing the value of the coin. And you can see the effect of this in the chart of Hex. We already have seen a huge explosion, so that is absolutely lovely. And is Daxe a Hex killer? Absolutely not. In fact, they love Hex and love Richard Hart. When 1% of the circulating supply of Daxe will be donated to the Hex origin address, and they aim to provide another opportunity for those that have missed the beginnings of Hex as well, to take advantage of crypto certificates of deposit on networks where the little guy isn't priced out. Yeah, and also what is the Daxe token allocation? So we're going to check it out in a minute with this tab in here. What will the initial market cap be? Well, the initial market cap will not exceed 5,000, really tiny, and this will enable rapid value appreciation and will make sure that those who get in early benefit far more, just like Hex, where those who jumped in early with modest amounts even outdid later whales, and all they said, they are not promising anything to anyone whatsoever, and they encourage you to find out why it will be advantageous to participate in a cross-chain certificate of deposit with low initial market cap and low LP, and understand why these are very important. For example, from $0.002 to $100, there is a 500,000 return. From 10 million to 1 billion, there is 100 times return. So a bigger initial market cap isn't better for early investors, really, if you think about it. And also, if you if 1,000 Daxe stacked would give you quite some return. After 1 month, it will be 14 Daxe that you would get back. After 6 months, it will be 102 already. And after a year, it will be 1,200. After 2 years, it will be 14. 3 years, 1685. 5 years will be 2,360 Daxe, and after 15 years, it will be 13.7 thousand Daxe. So that is definitely great. And this is just from stacking. A big portion of what you gain is, if you stake, is from early on stakes. A large portion of emergency on stakes are redistributed to the all active shakers, and this should not be neglected whatsoever. So yeah. Will Daxe launch on any other network? So the initial networks will be BSC, AVAX, Postchain, and Solana, and the team is discussing the possibility of launching on VLX as well, Polygon, Matic, and ADA. These will be announced. Holders on early networks will be eligible for airdrops on the network too. We also have the Daxe Power with locked liquidity for 5,555 days. No pre-minting, no referral programs, and no fees whatsoever. No transaction fees, no reflection fees, no any other fees. And yet we have a little roadmap being put in here, so we can see that in November 2021 was the sacrifice phase starting and ending as well on the 21st, and that is when they went live on BSC, and BSC to AVAX. Snapshot also will happen sometime between November and December. December is when they go live on AVAX, and AVAX to Postchain as well between December and January. After that, the Daxe cross-chain bridge being live on in December around Christmas, actually, just before it. We also have the Postchain going live between December and January right there. We have the white paper and tokenomics being put in here, so it is a true crypto certificate of deposit token on BSC, and Daxe tokenomics significantly rewards long-term stackers with 20% base interest plus bonus for longer stakes. So interest on stake principal is calculated and compounded daily, and longer stakes receive a base to exponentially increasing bonus interest. This interest also compounds daily, and no hidden fees, and a 3% deflation on early stakes, no transaction fees, no reflection fees, or any other fees already mentioned. Also 3% of early unstacked principal is burned. 1% of Daxe circulating supply will be donated to Richard Hart as well. A single coin and no share coins. Unlike other coins, Daxe is limited. It transmits all benefits directly to stakers without any intermediary coin. No admin keys, no backdoor access, locked liquidity, and early on stake penalties. So stake can span from 1 to 5,555 days. However, if your stake is ended early, it is subject to the following penalties. Like if the stake length is shorter than 50%, it will result with an 82.5% penalty on stake principal. 50%, between 50 and 100%, the penalty is proportional to the stake time remaining, which is kind of fair. If you are saying you're going to stake for quite some time, just go for it and don't unstake early. Early on stake benefits current stakers as well, so all penalties compounded for emergency early on stakes are proportionally redistributed to all other stakers' sake. So that is just amazing. About the team, we have some socials. We have, of course, Telegram and Twitter. So yeah, maybe we should check out Twitter itself and see how everything looks like there. So the Daxe token at 383 followers, it's still an early project. We have all the important information being put in here. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Come and join the community, be a part of it. A lot of information is also being put on Telegram, and so that is definitely a place to follow. I quite like this project because how Hex was successful, and basically there's a second chance of it. It is deploying multiple chains, and no one else has done this before. BSC, Pulsechain, AVAX, Solana, quite a lot of chains there as well. And also, if you join early, you will multiply your holdings as they extend to more chains as well. So 2 audits have been completed as well, which is quite impressive. 1% being given to Richard Hart, really great. And the sacrifice phase, which also has just ended, is quite great. Yeah, but this is basically everything I wanted to tell you about. Also, Hexicant got additional bonus on the sacrifice, and the project is set up to incentivize long-term holders, not your regular pump and dump. So that is also quite stable when it comes to project. This is what makes it a bit stable. So yeah, definitely something looking forward to. Just bear in mind, I am not a financial advisor, and all the investing you are doing is at your own risk. So be smart and responsible about it, because always there's risk. So be just smart. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. So leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.